Frag den nicht, Dirkies.
Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam! Light the beam!
Oh, light the beam indeed. Welcome into another one of these programs, a Thursday night edition of the Sports Cave with Biggest Puma. Once again, I am your host, Sam Freeze, fresh off of Ticket 760 duties. I did the last hour with Uncle Andy out there. If you missed that, go check out his podcast. But while you're here, listen to ours, because we are broadcasting live here on the north side of San Antonio.
We're doing it live.
That was almost in perfect unison.
Almost.
The synergy between you two sometimes, sometimes I honestly forget y'all actually grew up together. There might be a reason your brains are aligned. No, fellas, we are officially less than a week away from real regular season Spurs basketball. 6 days.
Come on now, Spurs!
6 days till Spurs opening night, to be exact. Next Wednesday up in Dallas.
Do you got it as a win?
Yes.
Yes. Come on, man.
Well,
yes.
actually, I might say no, because we are going to do our first Spurs Notes segment tonight, which we'll be adding to every episode henceforth throughout the season. We did get some substantial injury news regarding the Spurs.
De'Aaron or someone else?
Someone else. We know De'Aaron Fox is going to be out for the season opener. Now we know another potential starter is going to be out for the season opener. So we'll get into that during Spurs Notes. Of course, it's Thursday, so we've got our weekend football preview and picks to get to. We got Cal Notes and then our rest of the NFL in the main seggy, as well as a little college football talk there at the end of the main and lightning round to close it out. But as always, we start with, this is the most generic throwaway national day we've potentially had yet. We've had really stupid ones, like
Hugger Receptionist Day.
Exactly, like some of those. I mean, I was flipping through because I was showing Andy. Also, I'm filling in for Andy tomorrow. With him out of the room hosting.
Shameless plugs.
Of course, get them in early. Well, I realized I've got to do better, because after 2.5 hours of us ranting, I do all the plugs at the end, and I don't think no one's catching that. We had National Restless Legs Awareness Day back in September. That also happened to coincide with National Celebrate Bisexuality Day. We had National Cheeseburger Day. We've had some ridiculous ones. This one is just generic in the most generic way possible.
All right, food related.
Not food. It's actually
job related.
It's actually related. It is job related, because it is related to what we're trying to do right now in this room.
National Broadcasting Day?
No, even more generic than that.
National Salesman Day?
No. What are we talking about on this program?
National Sports Day.
National Sports Day. How generic is that?
Why wouldn't they do that like on the opening day when we have hockey, basketball, baseball, and football?
Well, I think
that should be the National Sports Day.
I think that's why we're getting National Sports Day in the middle of October, because it is all of those sports taking place simultaneously now. It's also National Department Store Day, but I asked myself...
R.I.P. Kings.
Yeah.
I remember those. I remember those.
I asked myself, how much longer are we going to be celebrating that one? Because
did you ever know how to take off the little clickers?
Of course, of course.
Little magnet.
I also knew. Did you always have the fear that they were going to explode, like the ink explosion? Okay, so I thought that was just a wise tale.
So you went to go just rip it off?
That's correct. Just all over, so to speak.
That Tommy Hilfiger had to go. You just had to tuck it in.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's why you get the long one, so you can tuck. No one will know that you ripped it from Macy's. So the voice you hear, of course, across the table from me is Cap, but the voice you have yet to hear, albeit you've heard the drops, is the greatness that is LG. LG, tell the good people how they can help support the program. Couldn't decide to say show or program.
You can help
broadcast.
There we go.
support the program by hitting that subscribe button there up on
Always
your
going
screen.
against the grain. Always going against the grain with me.
Yeah, what's the
get
problem?
you.
Man?
I got to keep you on your toes.
Yeah,
Subscribe, Spooky.
subscribe.
I don't have my
Hit
girl-
that
I don't
super
have my
chat. We
girlfriend
got
today.
super chats active, and we have active memberships. Shout out to the 2 members that are in there.
Yeah.
I believe that's Greg and the one and only. What's up, dudes?
Yeah, speaking
Make it 2.
Speaking of Greg, shout out Greg for the super chat on Tuesday night. I don't think I mentioned it. He's talking
Yeah.
about driving. We keep him company while he's apparently driving back and forth between here and San Angelo. Not a fun drive if you've ever done it.
That's a long one.
Yeah, not.
That's what she said.
And it's, Texas, by far, the prettiest state we have in our union. But that's one of the rough. We have every single ecosystem here, depending on what you want to find. There's no state that has.
You got Cali's, like the road that you go against the whole coastline. So you got mountains, greenery.
Do they have East
Watch
Texas?
out for the fires and rock
Do
slides.
they have East Texas swamps? Do they have Caddo Lake? They don't have anything like
Yeah,
that.
the L.A. River's kind of a
Maybe.
swamp.
No, okay, fair. You just, I can hear my grandpa
Kinda
out there.
swampy out there.
I tell you that.
Imperial Beach is a little swampy sometimes.
Yeah, you're throwing red meat to the base, poking fun at California streets. No, Texas is the best. There's no question.
No,
There's no
man,
question. But that drive is not a fun one from
I
here.
will tell you the best drive.
Junction,
is
Maynard, Coleman.
East side of the Rocky Mountains in Colorado, while snowing, scary AF because it's a 2-lane road, no guardrail. But you look out and you just see like an iced river with nothing but snow-capped mountains and snow on the ground, and it's beautiful, man.
But that's one scenery. That's all you get there.
Mountains and snow and greenery in the summer.
We have mountains. The Davis Mountains are awesome in the
Man,
winter.
I think you need to get out more, man.
Yeah, that is probably true. But when I get the choice,
Imagine the northern lights in Alaska while you're driving,
well, how in the hell am I going to get to Alaska? I mean,
drive there.
I don't think-
We're talking about driving, aren't we?
okay, this might be a really dumb question, but
Yes, you can drive.
you can
there.
drive.
You can drive to
I
Alaska.
didn't know if there was like unpassable mountains in far west, like northwestern Canada that you can't
They're
get
totally
through.
secluded, like Hawaii, where you have
Well,
to take a ship.
Everyone up there has little prop planes that they fly from.
And
city
I'm the
to
GED
city.
grad here.
Hey.
I'm the G.
Look.
I'm the DARE certificate graduate here.
I'm just saying, when you grow up in a small town, it's a lot easier to get top 10% in your class.
Oh,
when
buddy.
There's less than 100 of you.
Oh, buddy.
Well, we do got a lot to get to. I know it's a Thursday episode, so a lot of previewing to get to. But as always, we start post-viewing. We start with what I watched last night, what we watched last night. And I think top of the list, I had a quad box going that was the baseball playoff game. Toronto ends up winning big in Seattle.
Yeah, those bats came alive.
Yeah, 13-4. I had a quad box of that game going, preseason basketball, and then 2 random college football games were on. Your boys that you were defending Tuesday night, UTEP, they got the win. Kept Sam Houston State winless last night. Was keeping an eye on that. But yeah, mentioning the baseball, finally bats come alive.
You got my baseball?
Blue Jays hit 5 home runs. I love it when this is a stat that means absolutely nothing, but it's a nice round number. 5 home runs totaling all the distances combined 2,000 feet, 2,004 feet to be to be
You
precise.
gotta come down with that chase. God,
Actually,
Jamar Chase. Look at this. He bobbles it 18 times.
Yeah, they're not gonna give him
Come
that.
on.
That see, this is why I hate fantasy, because I was not distracted by this game, and now you mentioned Jamar Chase needs to catch that touchdown.
Just
and
do your job, bitch.
I
Come on.
actually exactly see that's what I'm saying. They got their money's worth in the homers. End up hitting 2,000 feet worth of homers. Vlad Guerrero triple short of the cycle after being 0 for 7 in the first two games.
They were already up so big. You got to go for that triple, man. Like,
if you watched the replay, the way he circled first base,
yeah,
he was trying.
dude.
He just go.
A cycle in the ALDS. Come on, man. Oh no, the AL.
I think there's
It's
only
ALS,
been
right?
we're
Wait
in
a
ALCS.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was about to say that's an illness.
I think we've only. I
wasted
think
all
I
the
heard him
water on
say there's only ever been one player that's hit for the cycle in the postseason.
Yeah,
which was kind of. I'm surprised
you
it's
got to
only
go for
one.
that. Like no one would like fault him for getting thrown out at third,
Especially
when you're up by 10.
Like you said, with the with the game already in hand, although you don't want to necessarily make it a habit of thinking like that, because
Thinking like Pete Rose, the greatest hitter of all time?
well, I mean more of the
Charlie Hustle?
risking. Yeah, Charlie probably would have done it. So
I don't know who I'm going against in fantasy this week, but you just got a tutty on you.
yeah, I can't remember. I think it was Brock Holt was the name that comes to mind. The only player that's hit a cycle in the postseason.
Did it show what team he played for?
I think it was when he was with the Red Sox, I believe.
Oh, that's so gross.
I know.
I've never heard. I don't even remember that name.
I think that Brock Holt. It was Brock Holt. It was Game 3 of the 2018 ALDS against your Yankees. Yeah. So apparently you
I
did
don't remember any of that, dude. That didn't happen.
Yeah, it's selective memory there.
We blew our collective load on the series before.
I think Brock Holt was also a Texas kid. Yeah, born and raised up in Fort Worth. It's obviously now sitting here with both. We got football on the TV, but both the baseball games going down tonight. Game 4 in that Toronto-Seattle game. Game 3 in the Dodgers-Brewers now final. That series is over. Poor Brew Crew had the best regular season of any team in baseball, and they are down 3-0 against the machine that is the Dodgers. I heard this stat as well earlier today. The Dodgers last year they didn't make the postseason. Was like 2012 or 2013, something like that.
Oh yeah, they've won. They've won the division. They've only out of the last 13 years, they've only not made the postseason one time.
Yeah. See, and the fact that
and they've won the division, I think, all those times as well.
The fact that they only have 2 World Series to take away. This is
LA is just it's a baseball town, and I think it's because of the beautiful weather out there.
Yes.
So people go during the dog days of summer, it's like, oh, let's go to Ranger Stadium and sit in the sun. Or when I went to St. Louis for the St. Louis Yankees matchup 3 years ago, it was the hottest day, and it was in August. And I'm asking my buddy who's a St. Louis, he's from St. Louis. So I'm like, which ways does the sun rise and set? What's the stadium out? I should have just looked at a map, because he totally picked the wrong side.
Oh, no.
And we're just getting baked in the sun. And that was the one where I'm screaming at Judge, and I'm looking like a haggard, and I'm yelling at the little kids.
I had a buddy who was at Texas OU this past week.
Oh, man.
And he specifically bought his ticket to try to be on the shade side of the stadium.
Yeah.
He got it backwards.
Exactly.
He was thinking sun rising in the west, and
oh my God.
Yeah, so they were fully open.
Public education again,
That's correct. Yeah, again, we do currently have a NFL head coach and a member of the cabinet, so there are exceptions to the rest of us.
So that's what you watched. Now, I know we talked about this before the show. What I've been watching is everybody using up all this internet space to play with these videos that look like real videos that aren't. They're AI GPT chisel thing. And you don't know if they're real or not, but the creativity, A+. the racism and the anti-Semiticism and the homophobia and all that stuff that goes again with it. Come on, man, you're killing my algorithm.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
The fact that some, like the
you
amount
chuckle,
of,
but you're just like, oh man, that's so bad.
the amount of power that could, keep a 2A size Texas City on the grid for a week. The fact that it's being used for some kind of throwaway racist stereotype video.
It's so bad.
It's a bit. It's the racism is frustrating, but then the actual
Like we used power.
Yeah.
This took energy, but not just the ingenuity of the imagination. It took actual energy, and we got to drill, baby, drill, and get that coal.
I will say,
a
buddy of mine has been posting some of these Sora videos, and it's him skateboarding.
That's that one doing all that like that where you
It's
can
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I mean,
that's the one where everybody can use that just came out.
yeah.
right?
It's what is it's OpenAI is the parent company. But my buddy's been posting videos
Buy some
of
stock in
him
that.
skateboarding. And the first one I watched, I thought, oh, good, he's back on the board. He's skating again. And then I saw it do a trick that was like X Games level. I was like, wait.
Oh, like a big flip.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
It's like
It got me for like 5 seconds.
it's like a 360
correct.
flick with
That's
a nose stall. Like, nah.
Yeah, no,
Come on,
it's
man.
looking like Nigel Houston at X Games. And that was when I was like, all right, hold on.
That was
this
like
is-
me, like going on a skateboard and pulling off a trick, man. Trying to teach my kid to skateboard for the first time, and like the last board I was on before that was just like a long board out in like Cali, and I was probably in my late 20s, but I was in my early 30s, so we got him a skateboard, and I was like, all right, so this is just how you just basically push off with your foot and skate, and you can lean right and left. That's how you turn. That close to busting my ass. That close. It was just like, I was like, yeah, I think this old body just can't do no more skateboarding. But speaking of my kid, this is the story that I did not tell you about. The wife comes and is walking out to go burn a heater. Oh, she's going to kill me for that one. Luckily, she doesn't listen to this show.
That's what she tells me.
Yeah. And she overhears him talking to someone on the game. And he's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. And then she catches the end of the conversation. Oh, I didn't know you were that serious about her. I didn't know you had that much feelings about her. I didn't mean to make fun of you or anything like that or just go off on you. And I was like, all right, that's very cool.
Consider it.
And then it's, that's cool that you like your AI that much.
Wait, what?
An AI girlfriend, bro. Dude, I'm losing my crap, dude. I'm losing it. I'm losing it, man. He literally had to apologize for making fun of somebody who had an AI girlfriend and sympathize with them and be like, you need to take more. And he was giving relationship advice to a freaking AI. Oh, my God.
Look.
If I heard that, I would have grabbed his mic and been like, you little incel, you get out there.
That's exactly
do
what
some
yeah,
drugs.
you've got
do something, man.
go to a live show. Like go.
I was like, you 18, we going to an 18 and up strip club. You're gonna become a man tonight.
That some of those you go down to Van Ormy, that will turn you into an incel. You walk into some of those BYOB places down there.
Bullet holes and stretch marks.
Dude, we did a radio remote for Kiss where it was me and Derek in one of those places. And it was literally, he told me, dude, he was like, as soon as we hit the 2-hour mark, we are out of here.
Oh, duh.
Because normally, sometimes, we would hang around, stick around for
You're a celebrity in there.
It's, you take advantage of it.
$2 steaks.
Not so much. Not so much. Yeah, no, I would
AI
never,
girlfriend, bro.
I would never try to.
I will roast anybody.
I
don't
would
care
never
if he's 6 years old.
Try to assume I could tell someone else how to be a parent based on the fact that I have no kids myself. But hearing that, it makes me feel a little better about my decisions.
It's making me nervous, man.
I can
it's making
see.
me nervous.
I can see why.
But But that was my when she told me that, and I was like, "What did you do?" She's like, "I couldn't do anything. I just walked outside."
Yeah, I don't know
I just
what.
couldn't I literally stopped. She's like, I stopped in my tracks and just processed the information of what she just heard.
I guess the only silver lining here is it's not him.
Yeah,
That has the AI girlfriend. So there, you've got that at least.
I had
for now.
He has a long distance girlfriend, which I had to track down at an Airbnb.
Have you seen? Do you know that she's actually real?
No, she's real.
Okay.
No, because I literally had to he flew out.
Long distance girlfriend might just be the new AI girlfriend.
Oh, don't you start with me,
Just
man. Don't you
suggesting
start with me.
maybe
But no.
let's track her down.
I've seen her in, there's been many a times where I walked in to be like, yo, do you see this? And then it's his girlfriend's in there just watching me. I'm like, can you turn the screen
Yeah,
down?
come on. give us some
you know,
privacy.
I'm in my boxers and stuff. And but nah, he flew out there, and of course, overbearing mom is sitting there. He's not answering his phone. He said he was supposed to be here, and it's pinging somewhere an hour and a half away where he's supposed to be. And I'm like, he's 19 years old, or he's 18 years old. Let him do what he's with his girlfriend. They probably went somewhere and spent the night in the Airbnb. And she's like, you don't know this, blah, blah, blah. 2 hours of, I'm like Dog the Bounty Hunter. I figured out. Talked to all his friends, figured out the Discord thing, did not look at the photos. Because I was I asked his friend, I was like, there's photos on here. He's like, yeah, don't look at the photos.
I would suggest not.
And then it was just talk to the Airbnb owner. He couldn't give me the number, but he went over and knocked on the door, embarrassed the crap out of him.
Which is good.
And then I was like, this is all your mother's doing.
Yeah, please, don't hold this against me.
I just she woke me up at 8 o'clock. I need to go back to sleep. I worked till 4 last night. Call her.
Man, mentioned
call your mother.
You mentioned Discord. It's funny to me. My uncle, who's 10, 15 years older than me, he is really active on Discord because he got in with a bunch of other nerds that are playing GTA Online, the most efficient way possible. So they've got the Discord where they set everything up, and then
it's like Call of Duty. You set your controller settings like this,
exactly.
And it makes you auto aim, and you don't get so much of a kickback.
Exactly.
And that's when I stopped playing the game.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore. It's not a game.
Man, when YouTube took I think I was playing, as me and LG said, the best one was Modern Warfare 2. You know. Where you got the noob tube, and then you had to get to run around and stab people with your extended stab.
Yeah, the new Battlefield apparently is
breaking all the records.
Yeah, good luck to them in all of their battles, and have fun. I'll continue to.
We're teaching our kids military strategies while they're having relationships with AI robots.
Well, that's nothing new. I mean, we've taught our kids how to play chess for years. That's military strategy.
You missed the last part.
The
Why
AI,
they have AI girlfriends. We're doomed.
There's some.
It's doomed.
There's some potential fatal failure in our future if that maintains. But
back to sports.
I'm already 39, so I'm not worried about it.
Actually, video games, this is the largest sport event. What was it? The EA League of Legends. More people tuned in to watch that than the Super Bowl.
That doesn't surprise me. I mean,
that's why it sold for $50 billion.
It's also why the argument that video games are to blame for our social violence. There's a lot of people I know that grew up playing Madden that still can't read a defense, or still can't, still don't know the difference between cover 2 or cover 3.
Still throw it on the swing pass on the cover 2 look
every time.
No,
every single time.
Stopped.
Mentioning since it is National Sports Day, back to sports. Something else I have been watching. The Dallas Stars are on a quest for the first 82-0 season in NHL history. They are on pace to go under. They might end up just going 96-0 or 98-0. Just win every game in the playoffs.
Give me crap for saying the Spurs are going to win over 45 games.
Well, because it's hockey, and I mean hockey's fun, but we laugh at hockey as well.
I almost took a video of one of my favorite bartenders out there. Shout out to Sierra. she is almost a bigger hockey fan than you, sir.
I'm telling you,
she was watching the Dallas Stars
There's
last
a lot
night,
of hockey fans in the city.
Like when we left on Tuesday, and I go over there to go do the editing and whatnot, and she is jumping around, and she used to be a cheerleader and whatnot, and she was all in on the hockey.
I might need to meet this bartender for show research purposes, just to talk some hockey. Maybe we can have a new hockey correspondent.
Yes.
Well, the game Tuesday she was watching, Stars ended up holding on to win that one. Almost blew it. That's kind of been their MO so far.
Who got lit up in the third
That
quarter?
was Matt Duchesne, who is still out injured. He's going to be back soon, but he's out tonight.
He got lit.
It was a pretty big. That
was a Ray Lewis crackback block right there.
Especially for the third game of the season.
Yeah,
that's again, that's what you get when you open up your year playing Winnipeg, who they knocked out of the playoffs last year. Colorado, who they knocked out of the playoffs last year. Minnesota, the Wild, who put that hit on Duchesne.
Yeah.
The city that you stole the team from. I mean, those are three teams that hate you. Boom, 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 right off the bat. But the Stars, all jokes aside, they did win all three of those in varying fashions. One of the Colorado game was a shootout where Mikko Rantanen scores the game-winning goal in the shootout while the Colorado fans are booing him because it was up at the Ball Center, one of the funniest named arenas we have in America.
That in Gaylord.
That's a pretty good one too, yeah. 3-0, but tonight, playing the hated Vancouver Canucks, Stars jumped out to a 2-0 lead, but they've given it all back now. It was 2-0 after the first period. It's now 3-2.
I was hoping it was going to be in Vancouver so I could watch it after this.
No, we don't get late night hockey tonight. It is
late night hockey?
It is up in Dallas. But something else we got from that game Tuesday night while we were doing the show, I get the bit, and I get, okay, haha, it's funny. But the logistics of this fan at the game Tuesday night, if I had to sit anywhere near this guy, I would be furious the whole night. Did you see this?
Are you talking about the full hockey gear?
Full, not just hockey gear.
Goalie gear.
Full goalie gear. LG, do you have this? Yeah, look at this idiot. I mean, fan.
Yeah, that's not an idiot. That's a fan. He's
but
got the
imagine,
skates on.
Imagine having
the skates
three
on.
beers and you're trying to get down the stairs behind him, and he's got to go stair for stair. And then this poor girl that he sits next to, you can tell.
That's got to be his wife.
Look at that.
She's not surprised.
I don't know. She didn't look.
Oh, you didn't get him wedging himself in?
No, I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't.
I was like, that's how I sit in the seats.
Yeah, see, he's wiggling to get into place. I saw, the roommate's first response was, "Oh, he can wear that, but the Alamo Dome makes me have a see-through bag that is can't be any bigger than this."
You can fit a lot of guns in that thing.
Exactly. Like, how does he just walk it up to security dressed like that?
I wonder if he had to take it all off.
I would assume so. Which again, that's ridiculous. If you're trying to get into the game behind that guy while he's, having to disrobe.
He did pick an aisle seat.
He did get an aisle seat, but
shout out to the full goalie gear.
Yeah,
man,
full
dude.
kit
That's
wanker.
Awesome.
There's a time and a place, and I suppose the home opener, like it was Tuesday night up there.
Oh, he was sitting on that for like months.
Oh yeah.
Like, I'm gonna wear the full gear, man.
Of course.
I play 30 and over hockey league.
Yeah, I play rec league hockey up the. In a lot of those leagues, though, like pickup hockey leagues, they don't even have goalies.
Oh, they don't have goalies?
No, because no one's good. Everyone's just trying to skate and be able to control the puck. And most of the time, no one wants to be the goalie.
You got the one guy who can skate backwards and nobody else can.
That's a game changer. That's a bit of a game changer.
That's the wild card.
We used to play a lot of broom ball at the malls up there in DFW.
Street ball was a thing in my cul-de-sac.
See, broom ball, you weren't on skates.
Game on.
You're just on
Game
shoes, but there's like 20 people on both sides just trying to hit the ball with the.
Oh, we did the roll. We were blading.
See, we
blades.
when obviously when the Mighty Ducks movies blew up,
that's about my era.
Same. We went through a serious phase, but then, like most things, we started getting too violent with it, and it was a point of like, all right, we got to save our bodies for actual sports that we play for.
You're out
for
there
the school.
You're out there in like shorts and a tank top because it's so hot, and you're getting you're checking another person getting road rash all down there.
Dude, I saw one of my buddies go flying through a shrubbery because he got checked, like just shoved into it, and it's one of these. It was one of our nicer friends' houses, so it's this well manicured bush. And then it's for the next 6 months, yes, there's just this imprint from where our buddy went right through the side of it. His mom was not too
Karen
happy.
was just not happy about that.
No, the mom could care less about all the strawberries and road rash.
This is going to take forever to regrow.
Exactly. But yeah, it stars, hopefully, oh man, as we've been talking, Vancouver has now scored 4 goals in the second period. It is now a 4-2 game. The dreams of an undefeated season may be coming to an end, but we'll keep an eye on that.
Maybe you can get excited like you did during the playoffs, bang the table like you tell me not to.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Man, I forgot that.
Yeah.
I forgot when we started this, that was...
You came back from I don't know if it was 0-3, but you scored 3 goals in the
That's right, man.
period.
I forget it stretches back that far. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it.
I don't always remember everything.
Yeah, that's
when
good
I do,
recall.
It's useless.
Yeah, well, as most things are, unfortunately. You want to get into our inaugural edition of Spurs Notes?
Let's do it, man.
As I just remembered, I never sent LG the times that I am now tracking for our different segments.
We need like a little theme music, like "Go Spurs, go!"
So I'm working
Go Spurs, go!
I'm working on some elements since we are going to have recurring segments here. No, we teased it at the top. We did get some. It's not long-term injury news, but
who is it?
Jeremy Sochan will miss the season opener.
God, that's not a game killer.
Sprained left wrist. He's already was dealing with the strained calf that kept him out of Eurobasket.
He can still shoot 3 throws because he does it from the right hand. He's a righty.
Yeah, either way, he is. He will not be available. But you mentioned De'Aaron Fox. They are saying Sochan and Fox they're expected to return by game 3 at the latest. So they're both, it's not long term, but it's going to be basically 7 to 10 days.
Is Kyrie going to play?
Oh, no.
For the he's
Kyrie's out till January.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
The Mavs have been running Cooper Flag at point. They've been doing what the Spurs did with Sochan.
Yeah, they're all like
soft
and then
tanking,
I think
tanking.
Jason Kidd put the Knicks on that one. I think he just said, like, they asked him today, and he's like, I don't know. I don't think he's gonna run point.
No, I think it's a way to get him on the court with some of those. Their roster is completely unbalanced. They're playing basketball like it's 1980s NBA with.
I like it.
It's interesting, but they have no ball handlers. That's why you asked, like, thinking forward to next Wednesday night.
Where's my laugh, LG? Ball handlers.
I'm curious to see what the actual odds are on that game, because it wouldn't surprise me if Vegas says
got to be Spurs -7.
See, I don't think it's gonna be that big, but I bet they are. I bet they are favored.
We've been killing it in the preseason, and we're like, and Wemby's
nope. Dallas -2.5. That's what I'm telling you. You keep talking like the Spurs are a 50-win team and Dallas is a 30-win team.
We're gonna be a 15-win.
I think there's a really, really, really good chance that the matchup in Dallas next Wednesday night is also a play-in game. I think there's a really good chance the Spurs are,
but we're not going to be in a
7 or 8 seed, and the Mavs are an 8 or 9 seed. I think those are the potentially who the Spurs might 4 seed.
4 seed.
So you have them ahead of So who's your three ahead of
They're
them?
ahead of Minnesota.
Who's the three ahead of them? Oklahoma City, given.
Houston, and
Houston, Denver. And then Spurs at 4.
Yeah.
I think there's an look, I don't want to come off as the Debbie Downer. I think
The
that
pessimist of it.
it's less pessimism and realism. It's the fact that projecting out what this could look like, there are a lot of scenarios where they are the 4 seed. I also think there's a lot of scenarios where they're the 10 seed.
Yeah.
And I think the most likely is somewhere between 6 and 8. I think if they get out of a play-in spot, I think it'll be that 6. That's my
So
best
who do you have?
guess.
Minnesota above them and Clippers?
I would say the Clippers is an interesting one. I think the Kawhi situation, pending if the league is going to do anything.
They said one of them was already subjected to the league back in 2021. So one of the allegations was like
that they had already
they
investigated
knew about it.
So since you asked for projection, I did see ESPN had this earlier today. It was their analytics engine ran the simulations, and they projected how they think each conference is going to wind up. And this was ESPN's projection. Mm-hmm. Golden State actually as the 1 seed, Oklahoma City the 2 seed. I think don't write off Golden State having a full year of Jimmy Buckets now.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy Butler with them.
I don't see him as
came
much.
over from the trade deadline.
He's a playoff guy.
Sure, but it also helps compared to the minutes he's going to be taking up, considering who
else did they get?
Well,
it can't just be Jimmy Buckets.
Horford. They got Al Horford.
Oh man, all right.
The Warriors are pretty good.
That's a good one.
Warriors, OKC, Denver.
Al Horford was
they had
Celtics.
Memphis, They had Memphis all the way up to a 4 seed projection. Then the Clippers, then the Rockets, then the T-Wolves. And this is where it gets really stupid. They had Trailblazers, Suns, Kings, then Spurs, Mavs, Lakers. I think that is insanely off base. I don't think there's any chance that is your Western Conference top 10.
Is that Mecha Hitler doing those predictions?
Pretty much. I mean, I think this is.
Does Grok just not like?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, they got a lot of Mexicans down there.
But if you were to ask me, exactly. If you were to ask me who I think finishes ahead of San Antonio, I would safely say Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
I would safely say Denver. Mm-hmm. I would comfortably say Golden State. I would comfortably say Minnesota and Houston. So I'm already at 5, and that's where
Minnesota.
I mean, back-to-back Western Conference Finals runs. Ant a year older, a year more.
But they traded away. Then they lost a piece.
Cat was 2 years ago. They kept Naz Reid.
They kept Naz. Oh, but
he got Randall.
I don't know. All right. I thought
the only other team. I think that's where the questions for me with the Clippers or both LA teams for that matter. I mean, how healthy is LeBron going to be? How many games are you actually getting out of him? Because I've also seen Luka carry a team to a
finals
top 6 seed that had, really, really bad supporting cast. So I just, if you're going to try to tell me like this projection is that the Trailblazers, the Suns, and the Kings are all going to finish higher than the Spurs, I don't think so. That's where I fall in that 6 to 8 range. But the Mavs are a mess. They have no guards, which the last time I checked in basketball, it's not about how tall your average team height is, and I think they're gonna.
Did they call that a non-catch?
I think they're gonna struggle a lot.
How did they call that a non-catch?
Well, Bengals have come back to take the lead before the first half.
Should have saw the interception they just had. That it was ridiculous. That was a catch.
What did you call this earlier? I called it. I was saying the icy hot bowl, but
the Bengay bowl.
The Bengay bowl. That's got better alliteration. I like the double B's there. Yeah. The only other notes I had for you besides the Sochan injury, mentioning the matchup with the Mavs. The Mavs did signed Jason Kidd to an extension, which I think if you're a Spurs fan, celebrate the hell out of that because Kidd is not a good coach.
Not the
He's
best.
respected in the room. The players love him. But as far as X's and O's, he's not in the upper half of NBA coaches.
I just remember his kid had a huge-ass head.
He also looked very similar to Richard Jefferson, who played at the University of Arizona when Jason Kidd was a member of the Phoenix Suns. Not that I have conspiracies, just suggesting the likenesses align. Believe that was also about the time Jason Kidd was in a bit of hot water for domestic issues.
Yeah, I guess NBA is a lot more forgiving than.
Oh, very, very much so.
Maybe it's the CTE, but who knows?
The only other note I had was kind of Sochan adjacent. The deadline for contract extensions amongst the 2022 draftees, which Sochan's a member of. The deadline is Monday to get any of those contract extensions done. Of course, we've seen Paolo, Chet, and Jalen Williams all get max extensions. Jabari Smith Jr. signed a team-friendly deal with the Rockets. Really team-friendly deal. And then
that's scary.
There's been some later, like Nikola Jovic signs his deal with the Heat. It was like $15 million a year. But the one that most recently got done was the Keegan Murray deal, number 4 pick from that draft. Big money, 5 years, $140 million.
Yeah.
More money than Jabari Smith Jr. got with Houston, which got me thinking, as it relates to Sochan, what number, obviously 5 years, $140 million, that's not happening.
Hell.
The Jabari Smith number, I think he was $110 million.
I mean, we extended De'Aaron Fox 3 years, right? Not 4.
Was it only 3? Or was it with
because we're taking over this year, and then we added 3 more on top of that. So we have them for 4. But we extended them only 3.
For
I believe.
3. No, it was a 4.
It was
4
a 4?
year, 229. Yeah.
Okay.
It starts
See,
after.
I only remember the stupid stuff.
Well, I had to check that one. The Jabari
Yeah.
Smith Jr. Deal is more in line with potentially. Yeah, his was a 5 year, $122 million. So if I think the number, just looking at it, if it was 5 for $90 million, you could talk me into that. But it feels like the Spurs are definitely going to take.
Sochan, I think he gets $15 million a year. I think that's what we want to give him. He might negotiate up to $16, $17 million a year.
See, 5 for 90 is $18 million a year.
Yeah.
I think that's the number. Just the NBA right now.
They go with the trends.
Well, and the middle tier guys.
Yeah.
The numbers are really, really weird because you're either on a deal that's like 10 or 11 mil a year, or you're on that 19 mil. Like that middle ground contract
you don't get 15.
Not nearly as much. It's because of the way these rookie extensions are structured. Not many of them kind of fall into that range. I think you're going to end up paying. I don't think Sochan on 18 mil a year is a bad number. I think that you would be.
His defense is good. He's got the experience. He knows the system.
And also, by the time
his one-handed free throws are always, I'm a fan.
By the time by the time that deal would be close to expiring, then you're looking at signing the long-term deals for now Dylan Harper, Steph Castle.
Yeah.
The Wemby, of course, is a given. I mean, that's gonna
He's gonna get that supermax
no matter what. Speaking of,
wait, is he eligible for the supermax since he didn't get so he was injured
no,
this
he's
year?
not yet. But he's. I mean, if he basically plays a full season, he'll hit the criteria because I think Defensive Player of the Year or first team All NBA.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
Or 2 second team, something like that.
I thought he had to be like first team All NBA for like 2 or 3 years.
See, I think
Or is it
even
just 1
then,
year?
by the time, like I say, if he just stays healthy, the next 2
He'll
years
get it.
on this deal, they did announce they picked up his 4th year option, which would be next year. and they picked up Steph Castle's third-year option, which these are absolute given, nothing newsworthy there. But I will be keeping an eye on the Spurs as it relates to Sochan over the weekend, because it kind of feels like they're going to do a wait-and-see approach. Like it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of rush to give him that contract yet. And there's really, outside of potentially losing him as a restricted free agent, if someone else offers him a big bag this summer, which then the Spurs might just say, all right, well, you got your money somewhere else. Thanks for your time and service.
Do you think it's Sochan and Carter Bryant battling it out for starting five?
It's so hard to project it right now because of the injuries, because it's not what we see Wednesday night is not what we're going to see a month from now.
Oh, yeah, of course.
If everyone does get back injured or
Pop's
get back
pulling
healthy.
the strings over there, so he's going to play with some lineup options.
I think your obvious starters are Fox and Wemby.
Yeah.
And then you move into
Castle, I think.
Castle feels like is as close to a lock as you can be without being in Wemby Fox
and then,
territory.
Then you got
so there's your three.
Yeah, then you got Sochan.
But you think Harrison Barnes has been the veteran leader? They like him as the knockdown corner three guy. You got to have spacing.
But you need a veteran leader coming off the bench to get that second squad. That's why we had, Chris Paul. He played a lot with the second team last year. I mean, basically the bench, whenever they subbed, they kept Chris Paul in. He played a lot of minutes last year. It was crazy.
I think ideally when everyone gets back healthy, because we also haven't mentioned Vassell, who feels like he slots into that starting five unless you turn him into a super sub 6-man instant offense kind of guy, which I wouldn't mind that either.
Exactly.
But you are paying him
$30 million.
Fairly big money.
Yeah.
It's not that much, is it?
I think it's like 26, 28, something like that.
Yeah. Is it that? It's 27. Let's see. Someone do math. 146 divided by 5. This is riveting content.
Yeah, it's 30. That's like just under 30.
Golly, yeah.
Yeah, 39 mil?
29.2.
Yeah.
29.2 mil. Yeah, I think that's so.
I'm good at math.
Fox
baby.
at 1. Yeah, that was quick. Fox at 1, Castle 2, Vassell 3, Barnes 4, Wemby 5. I think that's your 5 when everybody is back healthy. And then
I think
Dylan
Vassell,
Harper as your first guy off the bench.
I think they're going to try to make Harper just because they're going to do a lot of pick and rolls and they need someone to create stuff off the dribble. And
he's going to be the primary playmaker, ball handler of the second unit.
You think see, that's why I say, why not put Vassell there? Because the primary playmaker ball in the first unit is going to be the Wemby, De'Aaron Fox pick and roll game.
Yeah, Vassell doesn't have the ball handling and passing ability of Dylan Harper. Dylan Harper's
like
going
the mid range.
I mean Vassell's gonna work nicely as the offside option of a Fox Wemby pick and roll.
Okay.
As a spot up guy, opposite side, run the pick and roll on one side of the court, have Vassell and Barnes spotted up as your corner and your perimeter shooters on the other side, opening up all that lane for Wemby to operate.
I'm just thinking of that burst of
and
speed,
also
like whenever
having Castle potentially
Wemby,
cutting.
Wemby kicks it out. He kicks it out to another person that can penetrate and then pop up and do a shoot. And I think at the end of the year we're going to see Dylan Harper moving into the starter role.
But who over Vassell?
Yeah, I think Vassell's going to be our Ginobili.
Yeah, I think it's going to, again, all of this that we're describing are really good problems to have.
Yeah, it's like who do we want on the second team that could be a starter over in Charlotte or something?
There's about 8 dudes on this roster that would be starters in Charlotte of all places. Yeah, I'm getting really, really excited. I'm gonna have my buddy Toby up in town next week. And we're going to sit down and do a full NBA over-under, because we did it last year. And we're going to go
Yeah.
back, revisit predictions from last year.
Nice.
Also did a ranking of every team's 23 and under players
Okay.
to see who had the best young core. And, thinking about it now, I don't think I have that in this binder. No. Thinking back to it now, some of the names, I had listed. I'm pretty sure I went Spurs 1 just because of Wemby, just because that is it just skews the rankings so much because he's so.
And all the vets have already they're almost in a foregone conclusion. He is the next.
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
yeah.
he's
Especially
the next best.
now that he's said himself he's gained 30 pounds since he entered the league. I mean, it's muscle obviously, but you add Dylan Harper.
Yeah.
To those 23 and under rankings, and there's no way a team has a better.
And Castle's still under 23.
Yeah, exactly. There's your 3. There's no way a team only
what is
one
Vassell, 25?
potentially would be. I think he's 26, 27 now.
Oh, okay.
The only one would be potentially Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
With J-Dub.
It's Barnes that's making us old.
No, Vassell's still only 25, yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Still, but turned, no, he's a young 25, turned 25 already in August. So.
Yeah, because we got him at 19, and then
one and done out of Florida State.
He blossomed as a rookie. But you know what I'm super excited about this year, if you want to cue up this pick, Lawrence? I'm excited about this game that we got going on that we kind of talked about last week. If you see LG, you got to get as close as possible and take a pic of them. You got to sit there and take a pic of them. And I don't really remember who I saw this at, but I was at the bar, and someone showed me that they saw LG in the wild of the Frostbank Center.
I don't know how to pause this. You sent me one of those stupid live pictures.
Oh, okay.
We're still working.
Oh, here we go.
We're still getting
There
Cap
we
up
go.
to. Oh.
I just have to screenshot it there.
Yeah, there you go. So that's pretty close.
Yeah,
That's pretty close. Didn't
Yeah,
say hi
that's
to him
someone
either.
sitting right behind. I'm standing right in front of them. All they had to do was say hello. But no, I don't know who took that picture. But
I like that. What's that little one with you in the fishing vest?
That's a nice official Spurs vest.
Yeah, hey man, he's a cameraman. He got drafted.
How's the shoulder and back doing? Are we fully recovered from the last shift?
not yet. No, it's still in pain a little bit.
It's the hips. He doesn't have those childbearing hips. They're small Asian hips.
Yeah, you need a little bigger base down there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
it's the legs actually. It's the steps. Get a lot of stairs in.
Going up and down. But Sports Cave, you see LG in the wild, take a picture of him.
Don't do
say
it.
hi. Don't say hi.
Don't do
Get
it.
as close as you can. That's the job.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
I kind of like this bid. I'm not gonna lie. We need to get as many of these as possible so we can just throw a montage
Yes.
of all of them.
And just have a little
Or
music.
make a
and it's like,
collage.
it's at the end of the year. Do, 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 do.
The year in LG, just have them
His
all.
rookie year as a Spurs camera operator. Oh.
Don't do it.
Keep them coming.
All right, man. What are we moving on to now?
Let's do some Cal notes and get into our. We'll talk Cals and get into the main seggy. Somehow, the Commanders are only 1.5 point favorites going into this game on Sunday.
Yeah, man. I mean, you told me. I know Scary Terry was limited in practice yesterday, so I thought he was going to do. But you told me he didn't practice today.
So limited yesterday, but
Yeah.
was a DNP today, and for the first time in a few weeks now, the Cowboys might actually be the healthier team because from Washington's perspective, Dorrance Armstrong hasn't practiced at all this week. Scary Terry was a limited participant yesterday, but was a DNP today. Obviously, Debo hasn't practiced all week. They did get some good news, at least on their offensive line front. Sam Cosmi full participant, and
a
Zach
real-
Ertz back to a full participant.
Zach Ertz, man.
And Jaden Daniels, but we saw him last week.
Yeah.
We knew he was back.
Zach Ertz, that's a sneaky pickup tight end, man. If he's available in your leagues.
You mean going up against this Cowboys defense, you would pick up the opposing team's pass-catching tight end? Yeah, that's some free fantasy advice.
I'm starting 2 tight ends in a lot of leagues this week because I picked up Zach Ertz. But
I would say that's probably
it looks
smart.
like Terry McLaurin's not going there. There's real concern that he's not going to make it. So I mean, there's going to be they're going to be leaning on Crosby Merritt.
Which
hopefully
we just
they're
saw.
going to work. We're going to be working on handoffs.
Yeah, we
Ball
just saw
control.
Rico go for 200, although he had personal motivation. I think Bill,
Uncle Rico.
I think Bill there with Washington will probably be able to slice this defense up just as bad, if not worse. The injury side of things, I mentioned Dallas might be the healthier team. Everybody practiced.
CeeDee Lamb practice.
So today is Schotty's birthday. Today is Schottenheimer's birthday.
Oh yeah, let's pour one out for.
They asked him, what did he get for his birthday? What was his birthday gift? And so corny, cheese bag. He just pointed at CD. He goes, this right here. This is my birthday gift. It's so great. It's so great. It's so great how bad it is. He's
White
making
people.
6-7 jokes in press conferences. It's awful.
Dude,
it's
I
so
Googled
bad.
that crap.
You don't need
6,
to.
7,
Just watch last night's South Park episode.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
that's when I Googled
Peter
it.
Thiel has all the answers for you. But every single Cowboy that is active, so basically excluding DeMarvion Overshone, who they still haven't opened up his 21-day practice window. They're thinking he'll probably be back, November 17th against the Raiders, their first game after their bye week. But everyone else that is on the injured list or on the injury report did practice. Now,
nice.
Most of them were limited, but you mentioned CD. CD was limited, but it looks like he's going to go.
Yeah.
Tyler Booker.
Let's hope you guys don't run him out the backfield anymore.
Yeah, probably shouldn't do that,
Yeah.
especially while he's at least wait a few weeks until you get him hurt again.
Don't do it. Not wait a few weeks.
I like the creativity.
No.
Yeah, why
He's
not?
not Debo.
Nothing matters. Just throw him wherever. Get the ball
Run
in his
Pickens
hand.
out the backfield because Pickens, he ain't going to sign no extension.
We'll get to that. Again,
He ain't going to do
if
it.
the money's right, he will, and the money can be right. It's a matter of whether
We all
Dallas
know, we all
wants
know
to.
his agent.
Exactly. Tyler Booker, the first-round pick from this last April, right guard. He was back in practice, limited both days, but it also sounds like he's going to be a go. And then arguably more important than either one of those two guys, Kevontae Turpin seems to be back. It feels like the Cowboys might have
They'll
a weapon.
start on the 35 every time.
Exactly. And then we only need to get one first down for Brandon Aubrey to put points on the board. Speaking of putting points on the board, we've obviously covered just how historically bad this Cowboys defense has been. But when I saw that the line was only Commanders favored 1.5, I was doing prep looking at Washington to begin with, but started looking a little closer to just how where their inefficiencies are, where Vegas is seeing that this is. Because, I watched this Cowboy game or this Cowboy team, and I don't see them within 1.5 of any team in the division right now, especially after the Giants just beat the Eagles last week. Washington, 26th in the league in yards allowed per game. Their defense allows 357 yards.
But that was kind of their MO last year.
Exactly.
It was like they just had to score over 30 points.
And that's why they were 7-1 8-1 in one-score games, which is what I said at the beginning. The Hail Mary against Chicago. That's what I said at the beginning of the year. If they just fall back to the average in those, they're a below 500 football team.
Yeah.
Despite playing in the NFC Championship game last year. But even worse, their defense on the road allows 392 yards so far this season.
Dallas with CD Pickens.
Right.
Like Dak's gonna throw for over three for sure.
The problem, though, like we saw in Carolina, Dak being able to throw is one thing. They cannot play complementary football if they can't run the ball.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden last week, Javonte Williams is getting 1 yard rushes every time he touches the ball.
I'm not looking for Dallas to win. I'm just looking for him to throw it to CeeDee Lamb.
For your point, sure. But talking about the Cowboys being allergic to complimentary football, that's basically what the Commanders are right now.
What was the percentage last week? What was it, like 30-70 run pass?
On play calling?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because Dak ended up throwing, 50?
That was like
50 times?
They threw Dylan Gabriel's second game over in Cleveland through almost 60 times, and they got the Quinn Junkins. Junkins? Yeah, I'm sure.
Quinshon
Judkins.
Judkins.
Yeah, and like he's been a stud breakout, once he got off the suspension. And they sit there and make Dylan Gabriel throw it almost 60 times. I was like, what are y'all doing, man?
Yeah, I will say it's kind of interesting. So right now through the season, Cowboys are 65-35 run or pass to run ratio. They have absolutely relied on but at the same time, though, when they had been handing the ball off, Javonte Williams was giving them something until last week, which I would expect potentially we see a bounce back.
But the
game.
mighty Carolina Panthers stopped him.
And that was a big eye roll for me. The week before, that's a Carolina team that's given up 50 rushing yards in the last 2 games. And it's not like Dallas was bad at the run game going into that game, but Carolina might have found something on defense.
Yeah.
It's interesting, though, because, think about the 2 head coaches in this game. Schottenheimer, an offensive guy, former offensive coordinator, calling the plays, and he's got the number 1 offense in the league. Dan Quinn, DQ, defensive guy, defensive coach, former defensive coordinator, now head coach, and his defense is in the bottom 5, bottom 6 in the league. So it's kind of funny to see, on Dallas's side, the head coach is coaching to his expertise. On the Washington side, it's the head coach. It's his side of the ball that's letting that team down right now, which I also think.
Did you hear what Dan Quinn did before he took the head coaching job over at Washington?
Educate me.
He had, I think, 3 separate evaluators evaluate him on his coaching, his style.
Oh, I did hear this. And he sent out like a survey to former coaches.
It was basically like, hey, rate your professor type thing. It's like, what do you think of that? And it's like, and I'm like, dude, now that's someone who's looking to grow as a coach and not have the ego of like, I'm coming here deserving this type thing.
I think when you blow a 28-3 lead in a Super Bowl, when you're a defensive-minded coach, you're probably always open to ways you can.
There was another person on the other side of that ball.
You can adjust your coaching style or ability. Yeah, we were talking before the game. It is, I should say, it's the first. I think I have this quote somewhere. It's the first Cowboys game for Schotty as the head coach that they're playing at home in the late afternoon window.
Oh, wow.
And you might not think that means anything.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't if they would just close the damn curtains that they close for every single concert that is held in that stadium. But for the Cowboy game,
they gotta let God see the team.
They got rid of the
Jeebus needs to see his team.
They got rid of the hole in the roof, but they've got to find. They've
Who
still
had
got
the hole
to
in the roof last week that would actually basically kind of delivered a win because right at the end it was the light and the shadow was in the end zone for the opposing team.
Oh man!
God, who was it, man? It was definitely a late window game.
Yeah, I can't remember. There was a Schotty's quote. Okay, all right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
This is Schotty speaking about dealing with the sun. quote, there's a big plan and process, but I think when you look at historically at what's happened, it hasn't really affected many situations. We plan for it, the opponents plan for it, but at the end of the day, it's something that we're aware of. It's very beautiful. It's majestic when the sun comes through there.
So he's over there just taking in the scenery while he should be coaching the game. Like, he's like, I didn't know about it.
It's very, very beautiful.
It's very beautiful.
Very majestic.
Oh, man.
He also went on to mention that they have satellite imagery that lets them know exactly. Yeah, here we go.
They gave a.
You ready?
They gave a weatherman a job in the Cowboys.
Quote, if you guys could see the process and the plan we have in place to figure it out, we have satellite imaging. We have pictures of the sun when it's coming down. There's a big plan and process. So, Schotty is.
Just close it so you don't have to If Jerry's such a cheap ass, why is it just close the thing so you don't have to pay a meteorologist?
Because all he cares about is the presentation that goes on every TV screen in America. He doesn't care about winning the games, because also Schotty saying we don't see it affect games too often. It was last year when CD Lamb dropped the pass on
staring straight at the sun.
staring right at the sun. Yeah,
let's not run a route right in the sun for your best pass catcher.
Yeah, all that being said, the sun is not the enemy Sunday. It is the Washington Commies who were favored by 1.5 points.
Oh,
and this is a game we will be picking, of course.
Yep. Greg is sitting here trying to get me to do just a Niners minute because he doesn't want to hear more than just 1 minute of a team that just works the Cowboys every time. I love you, Greg. But we talk more than a minute on the Niners.
I don't know where are you at?
Where am I at?
You're taking Washington. I feel.
I'm taking Washington.
All right. So you want me to lock it in, write it down?
Lock it in, baby.
Okay. Yeah, I figured I could have.
You know what? Dang. No, don't lock it in. I pull it back.
What makes you think Dallas is going to win?
Okay, let me ask you. Lamb back.
Okay, so
they got CeeDee Lamb back. They got Turpin. You got me on that one.
Okay, yeah, they're healthier than they've been. I will say this also: all season, they haven't repeated the same results twice. So they lost, then they won, then they lost, then they tied, then they won, then they lost. So. Track record would say this is either a win or a tie.
That's what I'm thinking. It's like this is the Cowboys' woes. Like get their high. Oh, now we won a division game. We might be able to pull off this division. Then the next game they're going to lose.
Yeah, I think Washington is closer to Dallas than they are Philly. Within just comparing the division, I don't know what to think of. Honestly, I don't know what to think of the Giants now.
Let me see what the status of Debo is.
Debo's out. He didn't practice all week.
He's out.
Don't believe he will be playing.
Crosby Merritt. I might. Oh, this is a dirty one, y'all. This one's for you, Greg. I'm going Cowboys.
Are you really?
I'm going Cowboys.
Strike through Washington. Now, okay.
The
final you can't
answer.
Pull it back again.
We're
locking it in here.
But they like when I pull it out.
No, I prefer it to just stay in. Dallas
can't back out of a parking spot.
Plus 1.5. See, now that you've taken Dallas,
you kind of want to take Washington.
I do. Yes, I do. I do.
It made the game interesting.
I think it's similar to the Carolina game. I think it's whoever has the ball last. And if Dallas can't run the ball like they couldn't in Carolina, that means Washington's going to end up probably being the team with the last possession just because Dallas can't milk clock. It's either big play or it's
and Dan Quinn
3 and out.
Dan Quinn wants that revenge game in Dallas.
I also don't want to pick it against the Cowboys and then give you a point in our rankings if you actually take I'll go with you. I don't think Washington's very good. I think last
Well,
year.
you're going to pick the Cowboys?
I think I am. Yeah.
I thought you said you're going to pick the Washingtons.
I was considering it, but
Consider it.
I can't bring
Consider
myself. Everything I've read about their defense and the injuries they have. If the Cowboys are ever going to be able to stop a team,
Is this going to be the Jane Daniels
it's
show?
just going to be because they don't have their weapons. And
Yeah.
potentially this is a week where the Cowboys defense might look serviceable.
And this is where I try to put them in my mentality into like, what is Washington thinking? They're like, man, they're getting their best player back. It's going to be a shootout. But if we had our Debo and Terry and some of our defensive pieces, we could blow them out. It's going to be a tough game. So I think they're already setting themselves up for a loss. It's an away game for Washington.
Yeah.
That's where my head's at.
It's also a motivated Washington team, though, after that
They should have
disappointing loss against Chicago where they should have won if it wasn't for a fumble.
The fumble hand.
No, I'm locking it in. We're both taking Dallas. We're both taking Dallas with the points.
We're London Bridge in Dallas.
3:25 kickoff Sunday afternoon. Turning our attentions out west, your Niners are hosting the Falcons. You want to guess the line?
Niners 1.5 minus.
Favorites. I kind of thought they would be closer to 3.5, 4, but it's only 2.5. Niners minus 2.5.
Always an inch away. I just needed that one extra inch.
Well, I was about to say, let me see. I'll look. It's also the Sunday night game.
Yep, it is prime time. So what I'm scared of is what I saw.
Okay, it opened at 3.5, but it's dropped down to 2.5.
Yeah, because Purdy, it doesn't look like Mustafa's going to play, but it's also trending that Pearsall might not be playing. So I think that's why in the beginning he practiced. I think his knee didn't react. So we are going to get Purdy back most likely, but the friction with Juwan Jennings, but Purdy and Jennings have a better chemistry. Let's see if that translates with Kendrick Bourne as well as Mac Jones and Bourne had it. But Purdy and Demarcus Robinson looked real good during the preseasons and during practice. He was supposed to be the X factor that people had their eye on.
You haven't even mentioned the big name y'all are getting back.
Kittle.
That's right.
Right up the middle.
Brittle Kittle will be back.
Whoa. You got to say stuff like that?
What?
Brittle Kittle?
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant George.
You just see, this is what makes me God. But we don't have the best linebacker in the league.
Yeah, that one hurts.
Possibly.
Especially going up against Bijan, who
It's
looks
gonna be
unstoppable.
Bijan is ridiculous, and we don't look like we have the greatest run defense there is. But I think it's going to be a shootout. I'm scared of those blitzes that I saw that they just kept on pouring on.
Yeah, they blitzed more than any team had so far this season in that win over Buffalo on Monday night.
And Josh Allen is seems like a way better runner than Purdy. But Purdy's escapability, I put on an elite level with Baker and Patrick. He is slippery, man. Mm-hmm. He's very slippery.
Deceptively.
He's not going to be taking off running like a Lamar or Jaden or anything like that, or even a Josh. But he will buy his time. But he's going to have to see all those blitzes, and it's going to be crazy. But who's better than Kyle Shanahan at drafting up, scheming up something? Nobody. Nobody's better at him. He's gonna be like blitz me, which makes me think they're not gonna blitz as much this week. They're gonna show it and they're gonna drop back, and I think this is gonna be a chess match.
Yeah,
and I want to say the Niners, out of fandom, but I picked first last time, so you got to pick first this time.
I feel about Atlanta about the same way I do Washington. I think there is a scenario where they end the season as a playoff team, but I don't trust them enough yet to not have a disappointing, not have a disappointing showing a week after a big win nobody expected against Buffalo.
And Buffalo's defense is just like they literally went out and tried to get safety help this week because their safeties are just garbage. You saw Drake London go like just run roughshod over him, but we're gonna put Lenore on him, and he's a shutdown corner.
And that was also in the Dome, in Mercedes, in Atlanta.
And Kyle Pitts
Atlanta traveling to the West Coast for a primetime Sunday night game.
And we're going to be hyped because we had a chance to beat Baker. We're all saddened by Fred Warner. We're all just reeling from this one. You know, he was the heart and soul of the team, you know. And because, like, all in all, you know, the Steve Youngs, the Montanas, the Rice and stuff, it was always that defense, the Ronnie Locke.
It was always, Ronnie Locke, Ken Norton.
You know, Patrick Willis, you know.
Charles Haley before he.
Yeah. Charles Haley just throwing his
pickle
out.
Yeah. It's team bonding. That's what you need. If this number had stayed at 3.5, I would have been more interested in Falcons with the points, but I feel like the Niners minus 2.5 is the way I'm leaning, and I will write it down and promise not to take it back. Give me Niners to cover 2.5.
I gotta roll with that one as well.
Niners?
My fandom might kill me on this one, but it will all year.
So we are lockstep.
Yeah, so let's see the contender category.
So the games of the week. There's some pretty good games this week. There's
some heat.
There's no it's kind of weird the way it's fallen. Like the bad teams are playing each other and the good teams are playing each other. So here's the ones I had lined up potentially for us to choose from. Rams at Jags. For once, the fans in England watching this game at historic Wembley Stadium will actually get a good game. For once, both 4-2 teams. Technically, it's a Jaguars home game, but it doesn't matter. Rams are 2.5-point favorites. In that one. Also, Eagles at Vikings. Be curious to see how the Eagles respond after getting their pants pulled down by the Giants.
Wentz is still quarterback and not JJ, right?
Right. But I also think there is some level of discourse regarding who is going to be their starting quarterback. I think JJ is getting close to the point of being a healthy scratch.
Really? Like I know they were like doing trying to pull the controversy. Quarterback controversy on that one. That's a good one. Any other? Bad. Give me some other ones.
Other on the list. This is a fun one. How about Colts, the 5-1, the AFC leading Indianapolis Colts traveling to LA to take on the 4-2 Chargers.
That's gonna be exciting.
Chargers 1.5-point favorite there.
The only place where they lost, SoFi.
And then we get a true doubleheader on Monday Night Football this next week.
I like this doubleheader,
6 and 9 kickoff time. 6:00 game is Buccaneers at Lions. Lions haven't lost back-to-back games in 3 years under Dan. That, to me, is probably the game of the week. And then the late kickoff it's fun for local ties, nothing else. Texans traveling to Seattle. So that's a 9:00 kick up in Seattle.
So
4-2 Seattle.
We got to do the Bucks in Detroit.
Okay.
I say we give those limey.
I kind of want to pick that one too.
Those limey bastards out there.
Rams, Jags.
Yeah, the Rams, Jags.
And then,
do we want to throw this one up to LG? You want to pick a number, LG?
I think we should, because there's also some bad games that if we ended up, like if we had to pick Dolphins, Browns, that would be kind of fun. Like that wouldn't be bad. Yeah, LG, give me a number between 1 and 15, and it can't be 1.
13.
13. Well, okay. How about not 13? Because that's your Niners game.
Oh, okay,
That's Sunday night.
So not 1 and not 13.
All right. 8.
8. Oh, man, you're going to make me count right to the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, you ready for this one?
What is this one?
We will be picking. It's a 1.5 point spread, so it's going to be
Evenly matched.
close. How about the 3-3 Carolina Panthers traveling to the Meadowlands to take on the winless Jets? How about that? How about that fun?
Oh.
And it's a noon kickoff.
Can we do a redo?
No, that's great. This is the kind of trash we got to mix it up.
We're picking an ass game.
The ass needs to be represented, and we're doing our part here. Panthers only 1.5 point favorites in this game.
That's
we're not going to
wild.
spend a lot of time breaking this down. I
Is
feel
it just the utter humiliation of the Jets? Do they think they're going to rally? Who's their head coach now?
Aaron Glenn, former Aggie, former Cowboy.
So he's
former
used,
Jet.
So he's used to being embarrassed.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Want to pick that one last? You want to pick this one right now?
I feel like we should just get this one out of the way because there's not a lot of analysis.
I mean, give me Rico.
The Jets have to win a game at some point, right?
Oh, you're going to take the points.
Panthers feeling themselves.
They are feeling. This is a trap game.
This is the definition.
It's a trap.
Panthers are back to 500, back-to-back strong run defense run
Sauce Gardner's
performances.
going to be on McMillan.
Yeah, I think you would be insane to take the Jets against anybody right now. So I gotta go.
Are you?
No,
You about that life?
I don't have.
You about that life?
I don't have that level of psycho in
man.
me. I think we're about to go 3 for 3 on our picks.
Ed Grimm, Ed Green.
It does. Oh, Ed Gein.
Ed Gein.
It does make me incredibly uncomfortable to write Panthers minus 1.5 in my column here on
right
our
after
pick
they
sheet.
after they got you.
Yeah, I mean they would have covered 1.5 against the Cowboys. So surely they cover 1.5 against the winless
Watch
Jets.
Justin Fields gets like 200 rushing yards.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
like, it's
Eventually, the Jets aren't going to go
you got
winless.
Garrett Wilson, Brees Hall, like you got players.
See, and that's why I say that Carolina run defense has been great the last 2 weeks, which either they
Old man Fairmouth catches a touchdown.
Either they continue that trend or Brees Hall ends up running wild. Which one do you want to do next? Rams, Jags?
Yeah, let's go
game?
across the pond.
This is a
Do we still have our UK listener out here? Man,
8:30 kickoff. Rams favored by 2.5.
Against the Jags. How's Puka? Puka's going to play.
I believe so, yep.
It's hard to believe that with Kyrie Williams, Puka, Devontae Adams, and even though they kind of laid an egg last week, their defense isn't bad.
Did you see that the Rams practiced all week in Baltimore at Camden Yard?
Oh,
they turned the outfield into a football practice field because they didn't want to travel all the way back to L.A. and then have to travel to England. They stayed in Baltimore.
That's very nice at old Baltimore. Let them do that. I got to go with the NFC West on this one, man.
Yeah, I'm still not. I think the Jaguars are going.
Will they get Travis Hunter involved? My, total D-bag scoop of my main league where I took him as an IDP.
Oh, yeah, for both, yeah.
And he doesn't even put up as much points as like a linebacker. Like I would have probably been more successful if I picked just a linebacker and picked my 5th round pick on someone else.
Puka is out.
Puka's out?
Puka's out.
Oh.
Well, it's leaning
towards it.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be 100% either.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Jaguars got it handed to them. It didn't look like it on the scoreboard, but it wasn't pretty last week in Seattle.
Jags that get 2.5 points.
Yep.
Man, they show out over there.
I kind of forgot Liam Cohen is from the Sean McVay coaching tree, too.
Yeah.
He was.
Well, that's really the kind of Kyle Shanahan coaching tree.
McVay and Shanahan aren't.
McVay was Shanahan's assistant.
Oh, I guess I'm thinking, who's the other big tree then right now from the NFL?
I thought it was just Shanny right now. Oh, what was it? Not Andy Reid.
Oh, that's who I'm. Yeah, that's who I'm.
Andy Reid's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna switch it up. No Puka, no one.
Yeah.
No
McVay
Puka, no points.
Okay.
I'm going Yags.
Going Yags. Just a guys.
What time's that game starting?
8:30. I know. I hate them. I hate them.
Why? Just play at night, London.
Yeah. Why don't they play it as
I think there's like an ordinance.
a primetime night game?
Because they play all their soccer during the daytime.
No, because like a
Do they have nighttime soccer?
Absolutely, yeah, because they have a primetime night game that kicks off at like 2:00 our time. That's their
Yeah, and they're not capturing all the
7, 8
Bible
o'clock
thumpers that
prime
go to
time.
church.
No, dude, if these games had been around, you cannot.
I started at 11. Just give us like an hour early
Right.
before
And that
Red
again,
Zone comes on.
that would be the equivalent of their like
yeah.
what 4:00, 5:00 kickoff local time, 11:00 our time. Are you locking it in? Jags
Yeah, I'm
plus
locking it in.
2.5.
Home field advantage.
Well, if you were going to give me a chance to home field advantage, I guess their owner is he also owns Fulham, the
Oh, yeah.
London.
I loved it.
Soccer
What was it?
team.
Eva Longoria with
Nacoxa.
yeah, with some. I think it was also the dude from Always Sunny.
Yeah, he's Mac. He's in with them
they got
too.
a Mexican team. Yeah, they got a Mexican football team.
What was the other game we said we were going to do?
Oh
yeah, Colts Chargers.
Colts Chargers.
5-1 Colts, 4-2 Chargers in LA. Wait,
No, we didn't say that. We
no,
didn't
the other one was Bucks Lions.
Bucks Lions.
Bucks
Yeah,
Lions.
I was
That's
like,
the
we
one
didn't
we're
say-
doing.
yeah, I was
yeah,
like-
that's the one.
Bucks Lions.
And that is the first Monday night game. That's a 6:00.
Baker might have got that 3rd and 13 on us without Bosa and Fred Warner running them down. I don't think he can do that against Aiden Hutchinson. And who's there?
Take a guess on this line.
Where are they
It's
playing?
in Detroit.
In Detroit. I'm gonna say Detroit minus 2.5.
Yeah, dude, Tampa Bay continues to get no respect from Vegas. It's Detroit minus 5.5.
Oh man.
And that's what it opened at too.
wow.
It hasn't moved. This is gonna be a fun one to pick because that's a lot of points.
Mike Evans.
between
Mike
two good
Evans is
teams.
practicing, but Ibuka's out.
Yeah, I mean that's been their only consistent weapon.
And the reason why it was I believe it was such a close game, and for like the injury riddled Niners and the injury riddled Tampa's, they both are injury riddled. Hence the name, injury riddled.
So the Buccaneers are the first team in NFL history with 4 wins by 3 or fewer points
Yeah,
through the first 5 weeks of a season.
and the only win they have is against us.
I think Tampa Bay is what Washington was last year.
Yeah.
I think their record is going to look a lot better than their actual team quality. But they also could be playing in the NFC Championship game.
If they were fully healthy, this is a non-issue. You know what I'm saying? Like
Also, the Lions won't have Branch because he pulled Juju's
he lawyered up, and they're basically he lawyered up, and he's basically going through all the film. Supposedly, this dude was talking mad crap to him.
Oh, I'm sure he was.
The whole game, and he was like, he crossed the line. He should have been flagged for this back hit. You know,
But this is something we used to all agree on as a country, that words actually aren't as meaningful as actions. Like
Well,
Branch, we saw
they
pull
made
his ear and
Yeah.
start the post-game scuffle. Like I'm sure some of the stuff that was said to him crossed the line, but it
Yeah.
also wasn't.
But the NFL also cracked down on like you can't say slur words and stuff like that.
Unless he's got it on video.
And
or,
that's why he's going full
got it
lawyer
mic'd.
mode, because I think there's a lot of stuff that was mic'd.
I don't know how. Yeah, unless he could get that footage, I don't know how you prove it otherwise, though.
He's going full lawyer mode, and like, Brandon's not playing. He's not the game wrecker.
No, but the bigger problem is the fact that the Lions have 5 players on injured reserve out of their secondary. Like it's the cherry on top of all of the other injuries.
So I guess Mike Evans is starting in my lineup. Still, gotta go with Dan Quinn, man. I don't know.
Dan Quinn or Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell, one of the Dans.
5.5 at home against the team they're looking up to in the NFC standings. I took Dan. We both took Dan last week, and it burned us. That was That was the only game where neither you or I picked the correct winner.
Yeah.
The other ones we were split on, and one of us got it. We agreed on the Lions, and it burned us both.
So what you're saying is you're picking Tampa.
I'm suggesting Baker plus 5.5 points. If Vegas continues to give me 5.5 points in a Baker Mayfield game,
it's not an 8.5 point.
Still, that's more than a field goal. It's closer to a full touchdown than it is a field goal.
Yeah, I'm sticking to my guns, man.
Taking Lions minus 5.5.
Yeah.
Lions minus 5.5. All right, we are going to have some differences in this week's picks because
so we have 2 differences, right?
Yeah, the final 2. Because I will take those points. Give me Bucks and Baker plus.
And this is the first Monday night game.
5.5. Yeah, this is the early one. So recapping, both took Dallas, both took the Niners, both took the Panthers. I took the Rams, you took the Jags, I took the Bucks, you took the Lions. And our overall, I lead 9-8 overall. So
it could flip.
It could flip. It could flip this week. It could flip this week. I don't feel good about any of these picks, to be completely honest. I think the one
of us has got to get to 500 on at least the overall thing, because we're like just under 500.
Yeah, we're right at the profitable line.
So people trust ChatGPT Jizzle more than us right now.
Well, I don't know,
but they don't.
Last week we did better than. Yeah, they're not doing against the spread.
They're not doing spreads.
Last week we did better against ChatGPT Jizzle. Also, we've been picking some. Like last week, you had a 3.5 point underdog that hit. I had a 4.5 point underdog that hit.
Yeah.
The week before that, I had an 8.5 point. Both of us had 8. That was the crazy Niners line.
Yeah.
But you had. You have actually. The Jags have been really good to you. Looking back over the last few weeks, when you pick the Jags, they cover. When I pick the Jags, they don't. So we're back on a week where you're picking the Jags and I'm picking against them. So
I'm riding the hot hand, baby.
We'll see if history holds. Let's do some college football talk before we get into the lightning round. We have Week 8 officially already underway, but the first big standout game of the week is actually tomorrow night. It seems like Miami always ends up playing in a crazy Friday night game. Last year, I think it was the Georgia Tech game.
Wow.
That was on a Friday night.
They got the number 2 overall in a Friday game?
Against a good Louisville team. Unranked, but 4-1. Louisville traveling to Miami.
Yeah, I think they're going to get worked, though.
I tend to agree with you there. Yeah. Although, again, I'm pretty sure it was Georgia Tech last year that should have beat them on a Friday night, and Miami ends up winning on a late touchdown pass. I wouldn't be surprised if the spread is 13.5. I wouldn't be surprised if it's right there at that, like a 35-21, somewhere within that 2-touchdown range. But Miami does look to be back in at least closer to the intimidating Miami that we grew up with, the Ken Dorsey Miami. And then looking at Saturday, there's some good games Saturday.
The cocaine.
We're hitting, even further back, the Catholics versus convicts hurricane. The Saturday, the SEC is fully cranking out matchups week after week now. This week is no different. Number 5, Ole Miss, traveling to Athens, take on number 9, Georgia Bulldogs.
This is going to be a crucial game, man. Will Ole Miss submit the cement their authority as
or will they submit as the lesser team and be submissive to the Georgia Bulldogs?
I think
that's more likely to happen.
Yeah, I feel like this one's gonna that's a good 2:30 game. I like it.
The Ole Miss game last week screwed me up because I was liking everything I had seen from Ole Miss, and then they barely squeaked by a bad Washington State team at home. Yeah. In front of a lifeless crowd. It
was a trap game. It was definitely like one of those ones they were looking over because they were definitely looking at this game.
No question.
It's like, okay, go warm up with Washington State. Let's put 60 burger on them. Let's get all engines clicking.
If you're Lane Kiffin, do you entertain the idea of jumping ship to Penn State? Is that a big enough upgrade over Ole Miss?
Lane's out there in Ole Miss. I was thinking of USC. Yeah. What about Auburn? Who's it? Auburn?
Oh, Hugh Freeze. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Who am I thinking of? That was like, if you want to keep losing, Clemson's quarter.
Oh, Dabo.
Yeah,
that wouldn't be enough of a. I don't think you leave the SEC to go to Clemson.
The Clemson to go to Penn State.
If Dabo, yeah. I don't think Penn State would pick up. I think Dabo's calling Penn State to try to get that job. And Penn State's like, nah, we're good. We'll stick with an interim before we give you money. I
don't know, man.
It's interesting because we're going to see some blue blood program like. The next game on this list was number 10 LSU traveling to take on number 17 Vanderbilt. Like, if Brian Kelly loses 3-4 games again this year, I don't think he's back as the LSU coach. And that's another, like, if you're Lane Kiffin, do you entertain jumping within the conference from old? It feels like Lane's the guy that if you want an established.
He's like the Urban Meyer. He wants to change conference.
I think.
And then dominate that conference while he's like, I dominated the SEC for a little bit. I want a natty here. And now I want to go win one in the Big Ten and beat the old Buckeyes.
Yeah, I'm really, really curious to see how this coaching carousel goes because I think obviously LSU potentially is open. I mean, hell, if OU plummets, Brent Venables is not in a comfortable position.
Yeah, they got getting worked by a 2-loss non-ranked Texas team, but also the second year in a row.
Also, you haven't scored a touchdown against them in 3 of the last 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean that burns up the OU alumni and fan base.
Yeah,
you did mention.
You lose your job for that game.
Even though Auburn can point to the SEC officiating that has potentially cost them a couple wins, that could be another. There's going to be some big programs that are open. Looking for coaches. Lane's the name I just keep circling back to because he's got Ole Miss up to number 5, but it doesn't feel like no one. Ole Miss is not in the same.
You got Jackson Dart. You got Jackson Dart to go above everybody else, and
wasn't Dart originally a USC kid?
Yeah, USC
transferred?
And then transferred to Ole Miss.
Well, there's another one. How comfortable is Lincoln Riley at USC?
Exactly.
I mean, we're gonna see some heads roll.
Yeah.
Getting back to the LSU game, Brian Kelly potentially being one of those. It's insane to me. It's still very hard for me to wrap my head around the fact that Vanderbilt is a 2.5-point favorite over LSU.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
Vanderbilt. They used to be the layup.
And it's not baseball.
Yeah.
And even in baseball, they wouldn't be a 2.5 run favorite against LSU.
Would be
right.
Oh, man.
Or at best, it would be a push.
You know that, but that gives you if UT ends up running the board, that gives them even more ammo if Vandy beats LSU.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I mean, UT obviously, Vanderbilt, Georgia, A&M, the three biggest hurdles left. Texas playing Kentucky, traveling to Kentucky this week, which you could call it a trap game, but I think Kentucky is so bad you can't even really call it that. If you lose that game,
Texas, if they're not locked in to run the table, I don't know what like fire that coach.
Yeah, especially after the big win against OU, you can't follow that up with a loss on the road to Kentucky. Still in the SEC.
That's a 6:00 game on ESPN.
The Texas game is?
Yeah.
Oh, they're still getting – I'm surprised they're getting big ESPN.
Well, because the last name Manning's out there.
Yeah, that's fair. Speaking of last name Manning, number 11 Tennessee traveling to Tuscaloosa take on number 6 Alabama. Both 5-1. Tennessee still probably feeling like they should be undefeated if their kicker had made that kick at the end of regulation against Georgia. I'm not sure what to make of either of these teams.
Yeah.
I think Tennessee's really good. I think Bama's really good. I'm not sure how much better Georgia is than either one of these teams. Yeah. Obviously, Georgia has beaten both of them.
We're going to learn a lot this week.
Bama beat Georgia. Bama's losses to Florida State opening week.
Yeah.
It's that pass around. Bama's beaten Georgia, Georgia's beaten Tennessee, and now Tennessee's playing Bama. So it's a shocking spread though. You want to take a guess? Tennessee on the road at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Bama minus 4.5.
Double it, 8.5.
Wow.
Right.
Okay. So
a lot of respect for Bama.
So they're saying Bama's getting back to their swagger.
I mean, if you remove what Florida State has looked like since week 1, and you look at how good Bama has looked outside of that opening week loss to what turns out to be a pretty average to below average Florida State team.
Yeah.
I think you kind of throw that loss out.
Yeah.
The 5 wins tell you way more about what Bama is this year than a fluke loss on opening week to Florida State. I think Bama might be good.
So the game that I am hype on is we got it's the 6:30 game. Oh no, that's not the 6:30. USC and Notre Dame.
I love it. Old traditional.
Yeah.
Probably second hardest game Notre Dame has left on their schedule.
Yeah, and that one's
if not the hardest.
One of them's got to. I think it's going to be a blowout either way. Which if it's blowout USC wins, it's a blowout Notre Dame wins, because one of them is going to get exposed with this. And USC's only got the 1 loss. Notre Dame's got the 2 losses.
Yeah, but their losses are not the same. Look at Notre Dame's 2 losses. Notre Dame started 0-2.
Yeah.
Their 2 losses were to the now number 2 ranked Miami Hurricanes in week 1 and the number 4 ranked Texas A&M Aggies in week 2. So they lost to Miami and Texas A&M. And let's see some of their other score. They put 56 up on Purdue, 56 up on Arkansas, got Sam Pittman fired.
Yeah.
Won by 3 touchdowns over Boise, won by 4 touchdowns over NC State.
A&M's playing Arkansas this week.
Yeah, that's going to be
I don't think Arkansas, honestly, I don't think Arkansas, they're 2-4. That's they're a shadow of what they want. They got so much booster money that they can do something. But they need to blow that thing up.
Yeah, well, they need to have the Waltons and Jerry Jones money whip some
boosters and
head
stuff,
coach, and also money whip a roster together. You mentioned USC has 1 loss. It's to a team that I still don't know what to make of them. USC lost to Illinois by 2 points.
Illinois looked good until Indiana put that whooping on them.
Until Indiana blew them out, and then they couldn't keep up with Ohio State either. So I think Illinois.
But do you think they couldn't keep up, but it made it a game?
Yeah.
And Ohio State. It's
That's why I say I don't know what to make of them. I feel like Notre Dame wins this game by just throttling USC. I don't think you're going to see a shootout between these two teams. I think you're going to see.
Is it Lincoln Riley? Yeah, Lincoln. Yeah, I think Lincoln Riley is going to go in his bag of tricks, and we're going to see some trick plays, and we're going to see some high scoring, like at least in the 30s. I don't see. I'm not predicting like a 50 burger or anything like that.
You want to guess the trend on this one? What the spread is? It's in South Bend at Notre Dame.
Oh, so they're going to get 6.5 points.
So it opened at 7.5, but people have bet it all the way up to Notre Dame minus 9.5. There's so much money that's come in on the Irish.
I think people just bet the Irish because of Rudy.
I think it definitely helps when you're looking at a betting slip. It's a name. Yeah, that's
and the hate for California.
Yeah, I also love that's kind of a underrated rivalry too. Like we've seen some awesome games between. This is pretty sure we got the Bush push during this game when Leinart pushed Reggie Bush into the end zone. Yeah. We've seen Jimmy Clausen lit up the USC defense for a big game in this rivalry back whenever I was a kid.
Wasn't the old catfish guy?
Yeah, Manti Te'o.
Yeah. They had a big win over USC that year.
I think that was a big part of his Heisman charge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a game that sneakily gives you some historic moments, and it's aesthetically one of the prettiest matchups you can get with the USC classic, what do they call it? It's not crimson, but whatever, scarlet and gold, scarlet and yellow. And then
the blue and navy, or the gold and navy.
It's going to be, the only bad thing about it is you have to listen to Jason Garrett do play-by-play on this game, I'm pretty sure, because he's doing the Irish games. Yeah, that 6:30, that's probably... I'll probably be watching it, but the only other one that might steal some attention is the Holy War out there in Utah. We've got 5-1 Utah taking on undefeated BYU. This game, these teams hate each other. This is like...
Is Joseph Smith versus Brigham Young?
It's exactly well.
Sorry to my Mormon people out there.
They're both on the BYU sideline. The Utah sideline is your gold panhandlers and your outlaws, and
you're the one who stole our land.
Exactly, the people that hate Mormons because of BYU, because of Brigham Young. They
were a very ruthless gang.
Well, you got to consolidate power.
Yeah, I mean,
if you want to control the whole state and make everyone bend to your religious desires and limit everybody's ability to have fun.
Almost as ruthless as Antifa, man.
Almost. We're still hunting. We're still hunting for that leader. I hear
that leader's out there.
It's
anonymous.
We've captured.
It's anonymous on the computer.
We've captured his wife. We're getting close to the head of the snake there. I mean. The longer BYU goes undefeated, the more nervous I get that they end up stealing a playoff spot. Yeah. So I would really, really like to see Utah win the Holy War. Speaking of religious-based rivalries, we also have the Revivalry. TCU and Baylor this week. So we've got a couple of religious-based conference matchups in the Big 12. The only other game I had for you written down is the number 12 Georgia Tech.
Interesting. Still undefeated.
And similar to BYU, clearly the AP voters don't feel the same way about their undefeated record as they do some other teams around them in the polls. Traveling to Durham, taking on a 4-2 Duke, who not a whole lot to write home about. The 4 wins are soft. The ACC is soft, but Georgia Tech's another team like BYU. I'd like to see them get a loss here pretty quick because I don't. The longer
Like long there, Texas doesn't move up the board.
That's right. Like they're holding.
Come on
they're
now.
holding a spot that needs to be occupied by someone else, in my opinion. So maybe my
please don't get in the playoffs. Please
my
don't
beloved.
get in the playoffs.
I mean, look, Haynes King, Texas kid, Longview zone. I would rather not see Georgia Tech in one of those 12 slots in the playoffs. Speaking of Texas, you mentioned Texas at Kentucky. Tech has another one of their big tests, but the word is Arizona State might have their third string quarterback playing in this game because there's still injury concern with the starter with what's his name, Levitt, and then the backup actually got hurt, Jeff Sims, as well. So Tech hopefully
They're gonna have to pull a red shirt.
Yeah, the good thing is now they let them play 4 games plus any
and they can keep their red
bowl
shirt
games
status.
or playoff games, and they can still redshirt. Yeah. Tech's 7.5-point favorites on the road, 3:00 kickoff out in Arizona State. And then lastly, here in our own backyard, the greatness of Uncle Andy will be calling UTSA at UNT. UNT coming off the absolute ass thrashing.
The 1B rivalry.
Yeah, exactly. Like we were talking Tuesday night. I mean, the animosity between these two teams is real. It is not fabricated.
Yeah.
It should be.
UNT
should be a fun
UNT
matchup.
is going to come with after getting just worked.
Yeah.
A 60 burger put on them.
Yeah, and especially on national TV with the sellout crowd, their record attendance night ever. UNT only 3.5-point favorite at home.
Wow. Because UTSA had a showing.
UTSA right now should be realistically 5-1. Yeah. They should have beaten Temple. You can argue they should have beaten Texas State. Really at worst should be 4-2. At best should be 5-1. The only game they realistically deserved to lose or flat out lose was the A&M game, the opener. But outside of that, you lose by 1 touchdown to Texas State. You lose by 6 points to Temple.
Yeah.
It should be closer in the standings to UNT than they are. But altogether, that's right. Altogether, a nice week of football on the docket. We'll see how our picks do.
Give a shout out, super chat, Royce. Thanks for the $2. Come on now, Spurs.
Oh, Royce. Our dreams of an undefeated season, I fear, are out the window. I saw the Stars ended up.
What was it, 5-2?
Yeah, I think that's how. I think they got a third.
5-3.
Make it a little bit more respectable.
Oh, do I have to give you all the crap of how many people are going to be above the Stars? Let me give you my hockey knowledge here.
Let's
you got the Blackhawks. Is that one of them?
They do play hockey
They play
in a Midwest city. Not really, no.
The
But
Rangers.
they do play hockey
Yes.
in the biggest city in America.
The Penguins.
Also, North American hockey team. You're on a roll here.
The Ducks.
Still are around.
Ducks.
Haven't contracted
I got the
yet.
Avalanche. The Panthers.
Yes, the repeat 2-time champions, Florida Panthers.
Oh, the Knights. I know the Knights.
I'll give you partial credit for that.
Why is the Las Vegas?
Golden
Oh
Knights.
man, gold these.
It's partial credit. You get half for that.
Winnipeg,
Yay!
Vancouver.
Okay, now
Toronto.
you're just naming Canadian cities. All right. With that being the case, let's get to the lightning round because we
Ask me what their mascots were.
No,
I'm like,
no,
I don't know.
You're just doing a geography lesson right now on Canadian geography. Have y'all seen all that it's going to take to watch NBA basketball every day of the week this season?
Oh, my God.
You ready for this?
Peacock.
Sunday, ABC, NBC, doubleheader on both channels.
Okay.
Monday night, there's your Peacock games.
Okay.
Tuesday night, you're getting your NBC full broadcast, also available on Peacock. So we're up to 3 different platforms already, and we're only 3 days into the week. Wednesday, ESPN. Add a 4th platform in there. Thursday, Amazon Prime. Add a 5th platform in there. And then Friday is Prime and ESPN. Saturday, Prime and ABC.
No Netflix?
No Netflix yet.
No Hulu?
No Hulu. Well, isn't Hulu's basically
Fox.
Disney?
Yeah.
That's ABC, Disney owned. I hear they're actually going to shut Hulu and just put it all under Disney Plus at some point in the future. So yeah, get your streaming schedule prepared because you will need 5 different, 6 different.
The bars are gonna have to buy all these streaming sites.
Those are the people I seriously genuinely feel bad for because I've seen it happen. My buddy Trevor manages the bar, one of the bars in the neighborhood, and he'll have 5 people come up to ask him to put it on. They have all the TVs in the world, but he has to load up 5 different streaming,
Apple TV,
5 different apps to try to get the games on.
What we used to bitch about way back in the day, the Longhorn Network.
Yes,
that was the only thing we were like, we got to get the Longhorn Network.
This
is ridiculous.
So far removed from that being an issue. So far.
All right, hit me, LG. All right, if you want to queue up my picks, in the spirit of the holiday, Halloween, people have been very creative with their lawn art. And not one state in particular, and maybe city, I don't know which city it's in. I don't know if it's Charlotte or not. But it is North Carolina is going above and beyond with their Halloween decorations. Can I interest you in some Bill Belichick
oh, God.
and girlfriend?
Okay, this is spectacular.
Yes. That is a recreation. And here we go. Can I interest you in a second one?
Okay, that's going to be tough to beat.
Oh,
that one's going to be really tough to beat. They even got the correct boots and skirt. Like, it's full identical matching outfit.
And here's the second one. An actual photo of them at the ocean.
This has got to be a State fan. This is an NC State fan.
Yeah.
That's trolling.
Because you've already heard that he's mad that it got leaked out that he was like, she cannot be on the field during practices.
Yeah.
And like,
dude, that whole situation is a debacle already. I mean, the reports that
he was. Keep them coming, man. How about the interview where she's like over there being like, cut that. We're not
going to talk about that.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, I was really hoping they would do that in-season Hulu series because that would have been must-watch. Hit me, LG. Mentioned the talking some job openings, potentially who could be in line for some of these blue blood programs that are going to be looking for a new head coach. Kurt Cignetti will not be one of those.
Oh, wow.
He, at Indiana, signed a new 8-year, $93 million contract.
I heard that right before I came here.
The University of Indiana is handing out $93 million fully guaranteed contracts, not to their basketball coach, to their football coach. And that blows my mind.
They know where the money's at.
Yeah, it bumps him from $8.5 million a year up to $11.5 million. I think his buyout is not. It got bumped up significantly as well, of course, with all the money being guaranteed.
Yeah.
But it just shows you, like, the Big Ten and the SEC, the television money they're getting and splitting amongst themselves.
Yeah.
That's the reason Indiana can immediately.
Yeah. Become a contender.
Exactly.
And they like this. He's coaching. I mean, I feel that guy's got. I think he's got an NFL future
I think so here's the deal. He's 63 years old.
Yeah.
So this 8-year contract that he signed now takes him into his 70s.
Yeah.
I don't think he's jumping anywhere at this point. I mean, I think if you're signing that 8-year deal, you're probably doing it to stay in Indiana the rest of your career, I would assume. Elsewhere, I did have one other for you. Did you see the Celtics coaching staff, what they made the local beat writers and media members do?
Oh, it signed something in blood?
No, basically. Well, they might have drawn blood because they made them play pickup basketball against the coaching staff. So the media members apparently each year they have a pickup game amongst themselves at the Celtics facilities. They end up just playing, media members versus media members. Well, this year, old Joe Mazzulla decided the coaching staff will be playing the media. They played like I think it was a 15-minute game.
Yeah.
Maybe it was only 10. The final score, 57-4.
Coaches.
Yes,
because they know how to do a pick and roll and they know how to run offense.
They're also at minimum all former college basketball players who are still, and the Celtics have a young
4 points.
So what it was,
cherry picker.
It was basically where a rebound fell right to a guy and he just immediately made a layup real fast. He's like, just get it up before he gets swatted.
All right, hit me, LG. There is a prospect that's 16 years old that is making headlines.
What sport?
Baseball.
Oh, okay.
Some baseball. This kid is 16 years old. He's going, his name is, his name is Striker Pence. He has he's a nephew of
Hunter Pence?
Hunter Pence.
Okay.
And he is throwing at 16. Guess how fast he's throwing?
I mean, I feel like the magical number is 100. It's got to north of 100.
Yeah.
How far? Like, are we talking like freak? Okay, time out. Is this like the old?
It's not too much north of 100. He's throwing 101 point. I think they clocked 101.6.
Okay, I thought you were going to tell me this was like the old Sports Illustrated April Fool's bit they did in the 70s, where it was this indigenous teenager he was throwing 113 miles per hour, and he was 6'10", and
like the kid. I mean, he's got the long hair, he's got the look, he's lanky, but no one has seen this kind of velocity out of a 16-year-old. Like, he's fresh off a college Little League World Series.
There's some level of concern. Like, what does that do to your arm? I mean,
well, if you start doing the high leg kick and stuff, Dontel Willis style, and
I love the old D train.
CC Sabathia.
Don't take that out of concept. Don't clip that for any purpose whatsoever.
He loves that D train.
Yeah.
But this kid is throwing 101, and he is still growing, still getting stronger. And the only thing, it's not the fastball that gets you, it's the breaking balls.
Yeah, the 101 miles per hour will get you places, but having that second.
But that's what's going to destroy your arm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely.
So it's keep throwing that heater, kid,
Yeah, I would, especially, he's 16 years old. There's no way the competition he's going up against can handle that.
Imagine, I would be scared out of my, if you put, 15-year-old me going on varsity baseball up against a kid that's throwing 101, I'd just be like,
dude, there was a kid in our district that was throwing low 80s, and it terrified me.
Yeah,
that is
if y'all want to go to UBAT out there, they have one where you can get 70, 80 miles an hour. Just hearing the sound of it pop off the back of the thing, and just imagine the mitt, because the mitt, if you hit that sweet spot on that mitt, it's like. Wow.
Have you ever done one of those simulators that they used to have it at all of the? You remember when there was the ESPN zone?
Yeah.
It was like the sports arcade kind of deal. they had the simulator where it was the video of you picked whatever pitcher you wanted.
Yeah.
And then you're standing, it's just a batting cage in the batter's box. And I did it one time, and I picked Randy Johnson.
Oh.
Just dude, it was unreal how terrifying.
He's like, it's coming at me.
Yeah, terrifying.
I would not want to be a right-hander batting against old Randy.
No. Hit me, LG. While something else we didn't hit on Tuesday, I know you've got a video for the next one, so I'll knock this one out before we get out.
Oh, no, I think that was it for me.
Oh, well then let's, did you not send a...
Oh, you're going to,
You want to do that here?
Yeah,
we'll do that here. You have that, LG?
I forgot.
It's
I sent
quick.
it to you.
Yeah.
I always set those
We
up
might
for you.
be loading up LG too much, having a video and back-to-back.
He gets mad. He gets mad when we go over 2 hours. He gets a little grumpy.
The religious-based video that Cap actually added.
Oh.
Now, granted, you sent the link to the text chain. You could have just DM'd it to...
I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
like,
see?
Whatever.
You could have just DM'd it to LG. The Pope had a little bit of fun at the expense of Cubs fans as he was traveling through the Vatican.
Latin.
So if you didn't catch it there, cue it up one more time, LG.
There's a rowdy Chicagoan yelling "Go Cubs." First he tells them in Spanish they lost.
Yeah.
And then he tells them in English.
Make sure
they
he
lost.
gets it. The fact that the leader of Catholicism
is trolling.
literally was sitting in the stands at Chicago White Sox games.
He's a true.
In his
Sox
lifetime,
fan, man.
That is like.
Oh,
that kind
buddy.
of blows my mind. The more like he's literally like
And the first American-born Pope.
cracking jokes about the Cubs because he's a White Sox fan, and not just because it's fun to crack on. Like no, because he diehard loves the White Sox.
Yeah.
Like that is hilarious to me.
He might convert me. Who knows?
Hey, give
man
it
of
time.
faith.
Yes, that's
I
right.
might not go to hell, man.
I consider myself a man of faith. All right, well then, LG, hit me one more time and we'll get out of here since we are at that 2-hour mark. On this day in 2006, we had an NFL coach deliver an all-time post-game press conference. And now remember, think about it.
2006 is not. It's not Samurai Mike.
We're only in what, week 7 of the NFL season right now? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So you're talking, it's the first, you're not even at the halfway point of the year.
Was he playing? Was he coaching the Chiefs at the time?
Nope.
No,
He was coaching
the Chargers.
He was coaching the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, because it was red.
Actually,
yeah.
I believe at the time they might have still even been the Phoenix Cardinals.
Maybe.
When did that move over? No, I'm
I
referring
think that was pre-2000.
to the greatness that is Dennis Green, who you'll listen to some of the names that will snap you back into a time capsule when you hear what opposing quarterback, he's talking about getting beat by the Chicago Bears. Listen to the quarterback that has got him this riled up.
4 picks against Grossman and 2 fumbles. What do you see about the Bears? We shut them down that way.
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were.
Hey, what did that
They're what we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in a preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. That's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
Crown their ass.
But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
On the hook. I love this one.
Thanks, Coach.
Like, who wants to follow up that question? I was like, all the beat reporters are like, I'm not following up that. They are who we thought they were. If you want to crown their ass, do it.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
It's always great when you hear the timid reporter or PR guy as a coach is dropping an all-time quote like that. It's like the Gundy
That
one.
was a Gundy, yeah. That was a Gundy one. Like, so Gundy, what was that, 20 year anniversary? So this was,
Yeah.
what, 2006?
This was 6. This is 19 years ago.
He took some of Gundy's fire right there because Gundy did that before him.
Okay, no. Gundy, it was the 18-year anniversary. He
Oh,
did that
so
in
Gundy-
07.
so Gundy
This
took some of
one
his
was
fire.
first.
All
Yeah,
right, all
Gundy
right,
took his.
all
Also, correct the record. They were the Phoenix Cardinals from 88 to 93.
Yeah, I
That
was
was
like,
way
that
earlier.
was in the 90s. I thought we were gonna get the playoffs. You talking about playoffs?
So think about that
Yeah,
was late in the
That was
season.
Vitel. No, what was it?
Dick Vermeil.
Vermeil.
Playoffs?
Yeah, there you go.
Playoffs.
There it is.
But my favorite, we might have to cue it up next week. But it's old Samurai Mike talking about Vernon Davis. You
That's an
remember that
all-timer.
one? That's an all-timer. I'll pull down my
Yeah,
pants.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
That's an all-timer. Well, I'll be on the lookout for when that
I like that,
anniversary.
like good old all-time, Q&A code.
I've been enjoying the on this day in sports history. I'll keep trying to sprinkle them in.
Yeah.
But that'll do it for us tonight. That'll do it for us for the week. Celebrate National Sports Day safely and accordingly. I will be in for Andy tomorrow on Ticket 4 to 7 over on Ticket 760. Also in for Andy on Monday 4 to 7 on Ticket 760, and then we'll all be back Tuesday night here in the room together. Cap, how can the people get a hold of you?
Instagram and Twitter at the Captain's Chair 210.
You can find me on X at Biggest Puma,
Hey, Twitter world.
Instagram biggest.puma. LG, when's the next stream? I saw you beating the hell out of a guy with a bug zapper yesterday.
Saturday.
Saturday, LG's house returns. Till then, y'all enjoy the sports weekend we have ahead. Be good, be safe, peace.
Go Niners.
God.
Kids, what do we say about drugs?
Only thugs use drugs. Say no to drugs.
Yeah!